everyone, it's Emma. Today I'm going to talk about some manga that I've read recently. I've really been in a manga and graphic novels kind of mood. So I read a bunch recently and I just wanted to talk about them, do a little wrap up, tell you a little bit of my thoughts of each one that I read. Ginger just left me. The first one that I have here is Yotsuba Volume 1. This one is very cute. It's almost too cute, but once I adjusted to the fact that it's more geared towards middle grade, then I really loved it. It is definitely younger than all the other manga that I read. I think I usually read manga where the characters are a little bit older, so reading about a character that was young was a new experience, and I really enjoyed it. I just had to get used to it at first. Basically, this is about this little girl who moves with her dad to a new neighborhood, and it's her doing daily little kid things like drawing pictures, going out to catch cicadas, making friends with her neighbors, that kind of stuff. But she's just this like very entertaining, big personality type of little girl. So it's really uplifting and really positive. It also gave me all the spring vibes. I don't know if that's just because of the cover, but I really enjoyed it as like an early spring read. I've full on entered spring reading mode. I know it's only February. February's not even over, but I'm getting a head start, I guess. I'm interested to see how much of a story arc this series has because it does seem to be very slice of life, little moments throughout the day. So it would be interesting to see if there's like a bigger story arc that's going to happen through the series or if it's just purely for enjoyment of the small moments of happiness that you get, which I'm totally okay with. I'd be here for it either way. It's just definitely a mood. And I think I was in the perfect mood when I read it. I think I gave it 5 stars and I'm very excited to read the rest of it. Then I read Horomia Volume 1. This one was definitely more of what I'm used to reading for manga. I like to read different genres for manga. I try to branch out, but I am a sucker for school manga type. Something about it just draws me in. Like there's tropes, and I love the tropes. It's about a girl and a guy who go to school together, but at school they have a very different personality than when they're home. So the girl's very popular, lots of guys like her, she's real pretty, she wears makeup, she gets all done up, and then at home she's doing the dishes and taking care of her little brother, just kind of slumming it in her comfies. And then the boy at school is long hair kind of over his face, he wears glasses, he's pretty quiet. Out of school, he has all these piercings, he's got tattoos, his hair's back in a man bun, and they kind of meet outside of school by happenstance and then become friends outside of school, and it's about them and their relationship. I'm hoping their romantic relationship because I ship it hardcore. He kind of has this like oblivious way about him and she gets real awkward about like romantic stuff and is like, what? No, I don't like him, and I'm here for it. I also really like the art style and the character design in this one. I don't know if it's like an aesthetics thing because his look outside of school is so on point. He's got like the dyed stripes in his hair, the piercings, the man bun. I like the expressions of the characters. I like the way that they're drawn. I can't find any that show his piercings. Wait. Oh, there's a good one. This was one of those ones that I'm not expecting a whole lot of deepness from it. Like I'm not expecting them to cover some big topics, but I'm definitely gonna buy the next volumes ASAP. I just love it. I love the drama. I'm trash for it, I'm not gonna lie. Then I read Your Name Volume 1. This one has been an anime movie that people talked about a lot recently, and they just started coming out with the manga volumes in hard form in America. So I picked it up intending to read it after I watched the movie, but I still haven't watched the movie. I don't know why. Everyone's telling me I should watch it. I know I'm going to love it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I decided to pick this up anyways and start it. And to be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan. It didn't draw me in right away, but the way that Volume 1 ended really hooked me. I still kind of wish I'd watched the movie first because I think that the story probably lends itself better to the movie format. It is about this girl and this boy who every couple days or so they switch bodies. They live out a whole day in the other person's body, but then when they come back to themselves they don't really remember what happened. This starts happening like a couple times a week. They have to live in each other's lives but they don't know anything about each other. The girl is a country girl. She lives in a really small town, and the boy is a city boy who lives in Tokyo, has a part-time job, so they start leaving notes for each other and kind of communicating through living each other's lives. It's very interesting. I think it has this like destiny feel that I love. I know that visually the movie is really beautiful, which I think is why I'm looking forward to that more than the manga, but I do really like the art style. The art style often has animated motions. They don't show a block where the motion is happening. It kind of skips over the motion, and for some reason that makes it feel more like it's moving. I also just like the character designs and the overall kind of aesthetic feel of it. I'm interested to see where it goes because so far their focus is not really on each other and getting to know each other, but I think that it does end up being that way. On the back it says, a story of two people determined to hold on to one another, which is not what it felt like in this first volume. So I'm really interested to see where it goes and how their relationship develops when they've never even met each other. And the last one that I read recently is not a manga, it's actually a comic or graphic novel. It is Catboy by Benji Nate. I picked this one up in Rand McNally in New York City because I just saw the cover and was immediately sold. I knew I was going to love it, and I did love it. It is literally exactly what you might think. It is the story of a girl and her cat who turns into a cat boy. He's still kind of a cat, but he's a cat boy. And one of the things that I really liked about it is that no one reacts too much to it. They just kind of look at him and they're like, oh, you got bigger. And yet he's like a human cat. I really loved the color palette. Honestly, the outfits were the best part. At the beginning of every chapter, there's a page with both of their outfits, and I just love the style. I love the colors. It was so aesthetically pleasing to me. The girl is actually an art student. She's kind of like a struggling artist. She wants that to be her full-time job, but she hasn't really gotten anywhere with it yet. And really, it doesn't cover that much of a story arc. It just is like moments of her and her cat boy throughout life doing different things together. It's really endearing. It was just really cute and wonderful. And if you like cats, then you should definitely pick it up. Those are all of the manga and graphic novels that I read recently that I'm going to talk about today. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any of these and what you thought. I hope you have a lovely day or night or afternoon wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Let me know down in the comments if you've read